Hi, my name is Shefali. My last name is Kalyani. And what I'm about to tape is my personal journey that I'm sharing with you using keto and low carb diet. I'm not from a medical field. I'm not a doctor or anyone like that. So this is just my own personal journey. What I'm about to say are my own opinions and my own thoughts using my own research. I was obese, and my doctor suggested that I do keto low carb diet. It took me 3 months and 10 days to lose 45 pounds. I started seeing the change in a week. I lost 6 pounds in my first week. I did lazy keto. Now, you might not know what lazy keto is. So what is the difference between lazy and strict keto? There are a lot of differences, but one of the that you can research on your own if you like. But I stayed basically under 20 carbs per day. I did not track my food, or I did not track macros in it, or any calories. The best way people refer to this is to keep it simple, and a lot of them get overwhelmed like me by tracking, and so that's the difference with lazy keto. Now, what is ketogenic diet, people might ask? It's a term used for low carb diet like Atkins diet. The idea is for you to get more calories from protein and fat and less from carbohydrate. You can cut back most of the carbs that are easy to digest, like sugar, soda, pastries, and white bread. And now the next question would be, how does ketogenic work? Um, excuse me. When you eat less than 20 grams of carb a day, in my case, that's what I did, your body eventually runs out of fuel, which is the blood sugar, and which can use up very quickly. This typically takes 3 to 4 days. At the 3 or 4 days, you're in a term called ketogenic ketones, which you pass through your urine. You'll start to break down protein for fat and energy, which can make you lose weight. This is called the ketones that I was talking about. It's important to note that ketogenic diet is a short-term diet focused on weight loss rather than pursuing health benefits. So that's what I had done. It was a short-term diet, 3 months and 10 days, losing 45 pounds. Okay, so now coming down to your questions as to how I did it. Uh, I'm originally from India, and I love my Indian food, and I'm not a big fan of exercise personally. So I was looking for a diet, and I've been on yo-yo diets actually my whole adult life. I've done Weight Watchers and all different types of diets, and I've gained all my weight back. I didn't have a maintenance plan. Here in this diet I do. So I was looking for a diet to basically sustain me, that I can continue doing in the maintenance plan without any glitches or without any way to gain it all back and then some. And again, I did not want to do the exercise routine. So I introduced IF, which is intermittent fasting for myself. This is also part of ketogenic diet. How does IF work? Suppose if you eat 7 p.m. in the evening, and then you eat the next morning at 10 a.m., you're fasting for 15 hours, right? So 7 p.m. in the evening to 10 a.m. in the morning is 15 hours. So fast each hour extra a week. If you can skip breakfast or lunch, you can do that. I'm not advising that you skip breakfast or lunch. Some people are really, really strong fans of breakfast, and that's more power to you. But instead, eat, rather than having your full breakfast, eat something like a protein shake. So if you never had breakfast, if in my case, I never had breakfast. So skipping breakfast was not a big deal to me. I drank pure protein shake, or you can have 2 eggs for lunch. For dinner, I had Indian food, which was basically any Indian style chicken, lamb, or pork with gravy, and Mission low carb tortilla. You can find Mission low carb tortilla on Amazon or at any of your Walmarts. It says Carb Smart on it, and it tastes fantastic. You can you can shallow fry it with ghee or olive oil on both sides. I also eat vegetarian food, which is my staple, like any kind of a sabzi, of course, except for sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. My personal tendency as of late is sabzi goes right through me, the vegetables, basically, it goes right through me. I get very hungry around 9:30 p.m. So I eat one or two eggs with it, with my regular Indian food. If I'm eating just regular vegetables, then I would do like couple of egg fries with it, and I would fry a couple of eggs with it, and I would eat that. This sustains me till the next day. Right now, my intermittent fasting has gone up to 20 hours, and I eat for 4 hours, which is a 4-hour eating window. I don't eat for 4 hours, but it's my 4-hour eating window. So I get up in the morning around 8 o'clock, and then I don't eat until 4 o'clock that evening. I would have a small snack at 4 o'clock, and then I would eat around 7 o'clock, and then again I'm done. But be careful when I say snack. I usually take keto approved snack. For example, a handful of nuts. I make laddu at home with almond flour, butter, and walnuts. Remember, almond flour and coconut flours are your new best friends. Keep away from rice, dal, roti. Replace roti with Mission low carb tortilla, like I mentioned to you earlier. Since no milk is allowed, because milk contains sugar, and sugar is not allowed, I take 1 tablespoon of whipping cream in a cup, add water, microwave it for 2 minutes. Add to this 1 spoon of coffee and 2 stevia. This makes 1 cup of hot steamy coffee. I take my coffee around 10:30 in the morning, and again another one at 2:30 in the afternoon. I'd like to talk to you about falling off the wagon. This is life, okay? We do the best we can, and sometimes people stress eat. Sometimes people just end up in bad situations and they eat. Life happens, and you fall off the keto wagon. Or sometimes people like to cheat because they just have strong taste buds that they just can't control. And so don't make it a habit. But if it does, it's not a big deal. Get back on the wagon and start again the next day with intermittent fasting. My biggest motivator for me personally are my clothes. I would, one more thing before I change the topic. Falling off the wagon. I have done it myself. I have fallen off a couple of times during this journey, but then realizing is the key factor, and the next day getting back on the journey is what you should start to do. People have asked me what my motivation was. My biggest motivation are my clothes. I would buy 1 size pants smaller each time, and I would try it each week and try to see if I fit in. Once I fit in, then I move on to another size smaller. I started with size 2X and 2X shirt. And as of today, after 3 months and 10 days, I fit into size 6 and medium shirt. Since I'm doing low carb, I can get leg cramps, and which I have, and they're very painful. I have them, and it's I'll tell you, you get them at night, and they're no fun. They keep you up all night. So to prevent that, of course, I didn't know at the time. I did my own research, and I'm telling you, if you are starting low carb diet or ketogenic diet, to prevent the leg cramps, please take 2 capsules of magnesium citrate. Another issue sometimes keto or low carb lifestyle is to get constipation. I use mild laxative or eat lots of vegetables and salad, and this should normally cure it. It solves the problem. I did not have too much of the issue with this, but people do have issues, and I wanted to bring it up. I also take vitamin D, multivitamin every morning, and I take 2 capsules of apple cider vinegar. So you can also get apple cider vinegar in a form of liquid form, but it tastes horrible. So I just buy from Amazon. I get the regular capsules, and they work fine. And they suppress your stomach, so you're not hungry all the time. You can get all of these either at Walmart or at Amazon. Drink plenty of water. I did not exercise at all. As of late, I started to walk 2 miles a day, but this is after losing my weight, and the weather is nice, and that's why I'm doing it. One thing happened to me is your body image does not change right away. After you lose the weight, I still saw myself in my 2X pants and a 2X shirt size. I did not see myself, the trim person that I've become. And however, I did some research on that because I thought I was going nuts. There's a research that shows that it did take some time for brain to process this new image. So don't feel bad if it happens to you. I am over it now, but it takes some time. A lot of self-control goes into this process of losing weight. It's not overnight. You didn't gain it overnight, so you're not going to lose it overnight. So please control yourself and give yourself a break. If you lose 5 pounds or if you lose even 1 pound, it's still a 1 pound loss over 1 pound gained. If you have to learn to ignore the masses, stay and focus on yourself. If you go to parties and eat, try to eat a lot of vegetables and raita and things like that. Keep away from other junk as it slows your process down. I was open and honest with my friends, and I had to tell them that the doctor had advised me to stay on this diet and I needed their help. Most people respect that and they understand. So those who don't try to, those who don't understand and they try to tempt you, you have to ignore them. I took keto-friendly snacks for everyone at the parties. And in fact, they enjoyed it. And then the conversation struck on keto, on the ketogenic diet and how does it work and the health benefits behind it. In fact, I had a friend who was looking to lose weight, and I met her, and I've known her for years, but I went to a get-together and talked to her about it, and she's on it now, and she's losing weight and very happy. What do I watch on YouTube to understand how to cook ketogenic way? Well, I watched two of the people. One is called Headbanger's Kitchen, and his name is Sahil, same as my son's name, so it was easy to remember, and he's on YouTube. I also watch Magic in My Food on YouTube, and she actually cooks with all vegetarian food. She doesn't even put eggs. I also, however, I will tell you that if you don't eat eggs and if you only eat vegetables, you can still do this diet, okay? So no excuses. I also watch Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Eric Berg on YouTube. They're both doctors and they have their own perspective on, and they promote keto diet. I wish you all the best of luck in your journey. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and call me. I'm at Shefali Kalyani at gmail.com, and I'm at 603-560-1471. I hope this helps. Thank you so much.